when fans come up? Because I know you get it a lot of times, but how do you feel when fans come up where you're talking to fans and they're like, "Hey, back of my lag, this, that album helped me get through things, or bed, all of this stuff helped me get through certain points of my life." Like, how does that make you feel of an artist knowing that you're making that big of an impact on someone?
It feels good. That's probably the best part. The stage and the fans. That's the best part. And obviously the stage is for the fans.
Right.
So, I mean, like I've gotten all kind of feedback from different fans, male and female, which I can also say, which is why my career has been a little different from other R&B artists because a lot of guys like my music as well. You know, like I've had a few people like, "Yo, man, I was down for 10 years, like locked up or whatever." Like, "Yo, Back of My Lack was the album that got me through."
Right.
Or I've had one person tell me, "Man, your album kept me from committing suicide." And I mean, I was kind of overwhelming at the time, but but to get that kind of comment, to know that you had that kind of effect, man, I mean, it's good in a positive way. It felt good.
Wow. So you would say that you definitely love what you do because everything has its good and bad, but you have to kind of take it with what you have. But overall, you love like producing and like creating music.
Yeah, I mean, like the creative part is just what it is. I'd rather skip that part if I could. I'm not really a studio rat. I used to be, but once you actually make it and hit that stage and get to interact with the fans and stuff, like it's a different beast. And what's weird about that is I'm naturally an introvert. You know what I mean? Like, which is why you don't see me all in the news and doing all that everywhere and everybody's pictures. I'm just
Right.
I'm just really naturally like that. So it's people like, well, how do you do that? Like, how do you deal with that? Like, I never say no to a fan if it's picture time. I just felt like that's what I signed up for. You know what I mean? And a lot
Right.
of artists get a bad rap for that. You know what I mean? Like they came to see you. So if you have the time, you should take that time to show your fans that you have appreciation for them. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the song that got me my start, basically. It's a true to myself record. That record was about that person that I'm like, man, I'm trying to be Jay Holiday, but
Right.
I have a life over here. You know what I mean? And it was a record that I felt was heartfelt, and like I said, it's helped people. You know what I'm saying? So that probably has to be hands down my favorite.
Favorite. Okay. Because I know
Yeah,
everybody's in our comments like bed, suffocate.
thing to say to me. Talking about it. A few of the OGs was talking about it. Like, are you an MC or a rapper, or are you just an entertainer? A lot of these guys right now are just entertainers. You understand what I'm saying? They're not lyricists. They're not. You know, that just is what it is. But I think a lot of that terminology has been lost in the sauce too. So
That is true. Yeah, because you can entertain a crowd, but I don't think that even though you can entertain, your music may not be like the best. Like the mumble rappers, like I think they're just good entertainers. Of course, you made some mistakes or you've done things that you feel like you could have done better. What is some advice that you would give to upcoming artists that may be in the same boat, or of course, maybe making some of the same mistakes? What can you do to help them kind of shy away or pave their way?
oh man, just team is always number one. Can't do it alone. So team is the first thing I could say. Make sure you have a good team around you that has your best interests. Learn the business. Don't let somebody dictate the business for you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, well, what happened? And it's just like, because I was the artist that was fine with saying no and taking the consequences. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because people in the industry, they don't like when you say no to them.